Hi there, flutes. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can start notes with ta when you have repeated notes to play or to just start any new note. And I'm going to teach you how to play Hot Cross Buns using B-A-G, but I also want to teach you a few new notes that we're going to be switching into on the flute as well. So first of all, let's just make sure that we're all sitting up nice and straight and tall. So you want to be on an actual chair, not on your couch, not on your bed. Okay? Remember that when you pick up the flute, if you lay the flute down on your lap with the head joint off to your left and your foot joint off to your right, make sure it's all lined up the right way to start, but you'll have your four fingers, you'll put it down onto the lower part of the flute with your pinky on that pinky key rest. You'll pick up your flute up and down, your left hand's going to come and go in position, and then when the flute comes up, you bring your right hand back and the flute goes off to your right side. So that's how we bring our flute up, and our flute needs to be held level. We keep our chin up. So when the flute comes up, we don't turn our head. Okay? Sometimes flute players like to do this and rest it on their chin. So it rests up here like that. Okay? Now, we're going to play the note B to start out. B, if you remember, is your thumb on the back side right here. Make sure that you're not pressing this other key and don't let your thumb come too far. So just right on the one key right here, and then your pointer finger is going to go on this key right here, which is really the second key. So you skip this top one, put your pointer finger here. These other two fingers should be in position, just don't squeeze them down. And then your right hand, these three fingers are in position, but not squeezed down. Your pinky is here, and your pinky actually is squeezed down. This is part of how we balance the flute between our thumb and our pinky here on the right hand. So we have our left hand with our pointing finger and our thumb down, and our right hand has the pinky down, helping us balance there. So here's the note B. Play that note with me and hold it out see if you can hold it out for 5 seconds. Ready? Go. Now some of you sometimes are getting the wrong sound on B because you're putting your thumb in the wrong place. And you're actually getting a note that's called B flat. And so I want to teach you the note B flat so you can tell the difference between B, which is known as B natural, and B flat. So B is when we just have our pointer finger here and our thumb. When we do B flat, we're going to put down also the pointer finger of our right hand. So we have our thumb, pointer, pointer, pinky. Okay, so again, thumb in the back, pointer, pointer, pinky. This note's called B flat. B flat is lower than B natural. And if I lift this right hand finger that you can see moving up and down, that sound should change. It should sound kind of like Jaws. There comes the shark. Okay, so let's try that together. Play B flat and then B natural, and make sure those sounds are different. Here's B flat. Now B natural. B flat. Now B natural. If yours are sounding the same, make sure that this key right here is lifted up. So if this key's down, it means that your thumb is accidentally pressing in the back. Excuse me. Your thumb is accidentally pressing in the back, or there could be a problem with your flute where this key is not popping up the way it should. But this key next to your pointer finger should not be down unless you've got your right hand down. So you can see it moving there when I put my right hand down, but otherwise it's not down. Okay? So that's how you can check if your thumb's doing the right thing for B natural. The next note I want to teach you is called C. C is like B natural, but we're going to lift up our thumb. And sometimes beginning flute players, almost all the time, have trouble with balancing their flute when they lift up their thumb. So the trick is this. When you're playing B, you want the flute to rest on this part of your finger right here. So if you look at the flute, you can see how my finger is holding underneath the flute here. So I can lift up my thumb and I still have the flute resting right here on my finger. Look at that again. See how that comes in there? So I can lift up my thumb So just try that, like just have your flute there in the air and just finger the note B natural and then lift up your thumb and see if you can still hold the flute. Okay, and then when we bring it up to our face, this is B natural. And then when I lift up my thumb, it goes to C. Now, you can't see my thumb. If I move this way, you might be able to. That also makes kind of a Jaws sound. But that's the idea, is we want to be able to get that note C. So let's try that note C together. Try it with me. C, just your pointer finger down. Pinky down here is still helping us balance, okay? Try it again. Back to B natural. And C. And B natural. And C. Now, I also want to work on the note D. D is a good note because it gets almost all of our fingers down. So what I want to do is I want to put all of our fingers, but not our pinkies. So no left pinky, no right pinky, but all the fingers here of the left hand, all the fingers here of the right hand. Remember that our left hand fingers are, these two fingers are separated. There's a key in between here. The right hand fingers are all three close together. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my fingers on my flute like this, and then I'm going to lift up my pointer finger. So when I play D, I have my thumb down, I have my second and third finger down, but I lift up my pointer finger. Don't ever try to play D this way. This is wrong. This pointer finger only works this button right here. It presses down and it lifts up. That's all it does. It never moves over to another key. Okay, so I'm going to play D. I'm going to have all my fingers down and I lift up my pointer finger. That's the note D. Makes kind of a little bit higher sound. Can you make that sound with me? Again, this is what your fingers should look like. No pinkies, pointer fingers in the air. One more time. So those new notes D and C and B flat are ones that I want you to work with and see if you can get better at those notes, because we're going to be using those notes very soon. All right, let's go back to the note B. Hold that note B out again for me for 5 seconds. So again, B is one finger and pinky and our thumb. Ready? Go. Hold it out again. Ready? Go. Now to do that, you have to really focus your breath. Small hole here. If I'm going, all my air is going to go away. So the hole has to be very small that you're blowing through. Now, what I want to do is I want to teach you how you start your notes with the sound ta or tu. So say tu, 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 tu. Tu, 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 tu. Now say ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Our tongue is moving. So when we blow the note B, if I move my tongue, like I'm saying ta, 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 or tu, 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 you can hear that tu, 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 tu sound. But I've got to keep blowing. I'm not doing separate breaths. I'm not going. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm blowing steady and I'm moving my tongue. Can you try that? Takes a little bit of practice. So that's something I want you to work on, getting the tu, 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 tu in there. Try that with the note A now. So we're going to put down our middle finger. Remember, we skipped this one, put our middle finger here. These are separated. So try going tu, tu, tu on A. Try it again. And then do the same thing with G. Add your third finger. Pinky is still down here on the end, helping us. G. Try it again. One more time. So that gets the ta 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 into our sound. Okay? Now, let's try playing 3 B's in a row. So we're going to go B, 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 like that. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And try to start the sound with the t sound instead of a breath, okay? One more time, ready, go. Now A. Do it again. And G. Now what I want you to try to do is go B, A, G, and start all those with the t sound so that you're not breathing in between. So it's going to sound like this. Listen. And you say, oh, that's Hot Cross Buns. Exactly right. That's what I want you to do right now. B, A, G, ta, 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 to get that Hot Cross Buns. Play that with me. Ready? Go. Make sure the t happens right when your finger goes down. Try it again. Ready? Go. And one more time. Now try doing 4 G's. G, 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 starting that with the t sound. Ready? Go. Try it again. We're not breathing in between. Ready? Go. Now do 4 A's. Ready? Go. Try it again. So if you can do those different patterns, you can put that together and make Hot Cross Buns. So let me show you how it's going to work. We're going to go B, A, G, B, A, G, 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 A, B, A, G. Try sing that and move your fingers with me. Ready? Go. B, A, G. Hold your flute up. B, A, G. G again. G, 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 A, B, A, G. So a really good way to practice when you're learning a song on the flute is to just hold your flute and practice the movements of your fingers. Because one of the tricky things, especially at the beginning on flute, is getting our fingers to do those different movements. Sometimes it's easier to practice just the movement than trying to do it when we're holding the flute way out here. Okay, so get those movements really good, and then you should be able to put that together and do that whole song. So try playing the song with me. 1, 2, ready, go. I'm going to zoom in on my fingers so you can see them a little more clearly, and then we'll play that song one more time. Make sure your sound matches my sound, your fingers match my fingers. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And it's really important that you're using those ta, ta, ta kind of sounds. If you breathe on every note, this is what it sounds like. And then at the end you start going, oh my gosh, Mr. Pesky, I'm so tired. It's so hard to play the flute. I'm just getting so lightheaded. So you don't want to breathe every note. You want to breathe a long breath and use the ta, ta, ta to get those notes. So work on that this week. Work on Hot Cross Buns. Work on the new notes D and C with no thumb, and B flat where you have both your pointed fingers down. And good luck as you practice that.